Yo, yo. Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jake, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I want to welcome everybody to the 2 cents Boxing Sunday review show, where we review and recap all of the fights this weekend. We touch on the latest boxing news from the week and the weekend. We review a couple of videos. We discuss some hot topics, talk about what we're going to look forward to next week, give our final thoughts, and we dip. The Sunday review show is my most structured show. The show is from 3 to 5 p.m. So if you want to be on time to any of my shows, this is the one you want to be on time for, because we're here for a fun time, not for a long time. Shout out to everybody that joined me today. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the $, Cash App 2 Cents Boxing, or let me know and dropping it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. Shout out to everybody. Did everybody have a good weekend? Let a couple of more people pull up in here before we get everything started. Did everybody enjoy the fights this weekend? I know that Probex card has a little controversy. You know what I'm saying? The ring was falling apart. People was getting disqualified. The doctor stopped it. The fight got stopped. We don't know what was going on. So the Pro Box card had a little controversy. And for those of you that don't know, Pro Box will be charging $5 moving forward. I think you got to join the membership on the YouTube. I'm kind of unclear how that works, but I'm definitely gonna find out, because Pro Box puts on very good competitive fights. My only gripe about Pro Box is that little bitty ring. I'm not a fan of a small ring, y'all. At all. I am not a fan of a small ring at all. I think it's like dumb, because it limits certain fighters. And I don't know, maybe a big ring limits certain fighters too. I don't know. Maybe we could discuss that. Let me write that down for maybe that's some content or something. Big ring versus small ring. That sounds like a good video. Because, I'm casual friendly. So I want to break stuff down, because these people be on here getting misinformed and told the wrong information. And I just think it'd be like so crushing when I hear people trying to debate and they just got no facts. They just got all emotional arguments. And it's just so easy to crush them in a debate. Like, I'm to the point now where I don't even just be crushing people like that no more. Because it's like, go ahead. If they come in with some emotional arguments, it's like, all right, bro, you can have it. You can have it. You can have it. It's kind of like if you know you can beat somebody up and they trying to fight you, you're gonna be like, man, go on. Like I'm not trying to fight you. Just leave me alone. Right? And everybody, oh, you scared? You know, no, I'm not scared. I'm not trying to hurt this boy. Like, I don't want people like, okay. And then people get all in their emotions, and now you being disrespectful because they dumb. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. Where's my Sunday review show graphic? Oh well, I'll just leave it at the 2 cents cook. Me and Hannibal agree on something. Boxing needs one ring size. When you go to a track, I mean, the track size can change because they got indoor tracks that's 60 meters. However, you're still going to run a 400 meter, right? You're just going to have to lap twice around that hole. Like you don't change the size of a track. You don't change the size of a basketball court. You don't change the size of no field in no sport that you compete on except for boxing. Write that down. Now that I'm thinking about it, this shit sounding crazier and crazier. No other sport changes the size of the field. Let me write that down. And for those of you that keep saying, for those of you that keep saying, man, you don't have to pay to win. No other championship. You got to pay these sanctioning fees to be a champion in boxing. You ain't got to pay to. That is not true. I don't know why people think winning championships in other sports ain't expensive, but it is very expensive to win a championship. Why is it expensive to you? First of all, do y'all know that there's teams that don't want to win championships? Take the Houston Rockets, for example. And I don't want to get too off task my show. Vincent say not true, Queen. Baseball does. Baseball does what? Oh, baseball changed the size of the field? Do they? How can you change the size of a baseball field? I'm talking about on a professional level. I'm not talking about, oh, the baseball is this size for high school, and then when you go pro, it's this size. Baseball changed the size of the field? Listen, I don't know. I'm listen. If baseball changed the size of the field, then I stand corrected. But I don't watch baseball. I don't know shit about baseball. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what my point is winning championships are expensive. Your players, their salaries go up. And it's going to be more expensive to keep your team. Some people, it's like the Rockets. The Houston Rockets don't want to win no damn championships. The Houston Rockets want marquee players that they can market and sell tickets. Why else would they get Yao Ming, Jeremy Lin? Now Yao Ming, they get looked up with Yao Ming, ain't gonna lie. Because Yao Ming turned out to be, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was always hurt. But we got a high Chinese population. They want to get a Chinese player on the team so they can bring that market out to the game. Maybe boom, we gonna pick up Jeremy Lin. We're not picking up Jeremy Lin to win no freaking championship because championships are expensive. If they want to keep them players that they just ran that championship with, they gonna have to pay more money because guess what? Other teams gonna be offering. So I just want everybody to stop being like, you don't gotta win a championship in sport. Yes, you do. They gotta buy them championship rings. That shit costs. What are y'all talking about? It's very expensive for teams to win championships. So I don't know why y'all keep saying that. And on top of that, if the sanctioning body didn't have the prestige it had and all of that's going on, and they didn't sanction the fight, would you make the money? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Is the sanctioning bodies corrupt? Do they do what they want to do? Make up rules, skip over people? Yes, but that's gonna happen no matter who's in charge. That shit's gonna happen. There's no ranking system where it ain't gonna be no fuckery. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. Let me shout out to everybody in the building, and we can get started with the fight schedule coming up. Shout out Lee Jackson in the building. What's up, Blue 1819? Cam J Network in the building. What's up, Hannibal? What's up, Rich? Vincent in the building. Boxing Hacker in the building. One of the members to the channel. Shout out Boxing Hacker for supporting the channel. I keep telling y'all, I don't care what y'all say about Boxing Hacker. He gonna support. Boxing Hacker support. The same people that's complaining about Boxing Hacker ain't even members. They want me to kick you off the channel, Boxing Hacker, but they ain't even members to the channel. How that work? 2 cents. You and Turkey got something in common. Y'all always trying to change the sport. I ain't trying to change the sport. I'm just giving my 2 cents, bro. I just don't think you should change the size of the ring. But hey, it's boxing. It's chess, not checkers. Hannibal say the infield is standardized in baseball, but the outfield differs because of stadium restrictions with location. Okay. So I mean it's pretty much the same then. The infield is standardized. The outfield, I mean, I don't know nothing about baseball, so I don't know how that could affect the game. So I ain't gonna even start talking shit like I know. But you did say the infield is standardized, which means how far the bases are apart and all that type of stuff. That don't change, right? Is that what you're saying? Says you forgot about winning when you play for the Wizards. They fall in love with the nightlife and other stuff. I don't know if you're talking to me. Man, we got Kadir in the building. We still ain't found no smoke for Kadir. Nope, don't nobody want to debate Kadir. Don't nobody want to debate Kadir. All right, all right, all right. So let's get started. Punch the like button. We got 28 people in the building. I need 28 likes. Well, y'all know I was researching YouTube channels because I might be looking to like diverse and do another channel. They said boxing is the worst niche to monetize. I said, damn, for real? That's crazy. Why they say boxing is the worst niche to monetize? That is crazy. All right, here we go. Fight schedule. Y'all gonna have to excuse my fight schedule graphic. We're gonna try to get through it quick. I don't know why it only made it for 10 seconds, so it's gonna update every 10 seconds. But July 24th, we got the Tyson Fury versus M Watch fight coming up. Anybody interested in Tyson Fury? July 25th, we got the Anthony Joshua Pringa fight coming up in Riyadh. July 25th, we also got the Earl Spence Tim Zoo card coming up. That's gonna be in Sydney, Australia on Prime. Then we got Edward Belonga versus S. Butler, super middleweight in New York. You got Lamont Roach, August 1st versus Zapata. That's going to be another firefight. Listen, I don't even know if I can pick a winner for that fight because I can't picture the fight in my head. I cannot picture it in my head. I can't see it. I don't know why. We got A. McKenna versus E. Oloya. They're fighting for the vacant IBF title. You got Kay Scott versus Clarissa Shields, August 15th in Atlanta, Georgia. That's going to be on the zone. You got A. Serrano versus El Mansour. That fight is going to be on TikTok. Cam, your girl fighting on TikTok, Cam? Look, I got to tell y'all how Cam did us yesterday. So we on the panel, right? We going back and forth about Clarissa Shields and Amanda Serrano. We cooking them. I'm talking about we cooking all the Clarissa Shields haters on the panel. We was cooking them. Cam say, all right, we about to end the show. I said, damn, Cam, you gonna end the show because we up here cooking by Clarissa? Nah, shout out to Cam J. Shout out to everybody on the panel. I'm just glad that we had like that great. It was a long debate too. We was going back and forth about Amanda Serrano, Clarissa Shields. Shout out to both of them. Women's boxing is in a good space. Women's boxing is in a good space. Is in a mainstream space. Regardless of how you feel, who's the name, who is what, who needs to do what. You feel me? Like women's boxing is in a good space. And it's because of all the women collectively, right? We can argue about if it was Clarissa Shields and did all that. Of course it was her, but if we're going to be objective, we got to argue that it's all of the women, right? All of them have made names. All of them. Cam, we was cooking so hard, you was about to end the show. Cam was like, all right, we about to end the show. Go, y'all go watch the replay. Cam was like, all right, we about to end the show. We getting cooked. He was up there like, AB, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. Nah, shout out to Cam J. We be having fun on Cam J with the debate. Yeah, you definitely got to clip that debate, Cam J. You definitely got to clip that debate. I had so much fun. But shout out to Clarissa Shields. Shout out to Amanda Serrano. But I seen your girl Amanda fighting on TikTok, Cam J. She fighting on TikTok? Clarissa fighting on the zone, though. So Amanda fighting on TikTok and Clarissa fighting. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. But we gonna rekindle it, Cam J, when we get back over there. Now, I'm not an accolade merchant. I'm not an accolade merchant, an aircraft carrier, but just like everybody agreed on the panel, it's not a lot of women and it's not a lot of competition. So when you don't have those things, what do you have to fall back on? You got to go to the accolades because that's really all you can. It's not like the men where you just got all these men. Like you can't really avoid anybody. It's not enough people. I heard her grandma's house is foreclosed for less than 3K. Let me ask y'all something. Would y'all want to buy the house that you grew up in with all your childhood trauma? Like I hear people keep saying that, but I don't know. It is what it is. Maybe she don't want it. Maybe she do. I really don't care. They want to hate on the GOAT. These TikTok fighters. Damn, Hannibal. Man, I ain't want to get into another level because it was getting heated. We kept it cool though, sis. No, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. You do got to keep control on the panel. And for some reason, Clarissa Shields is the most polarizing figure in boxing right now. Her and Javante Tank Davis. Y'all can't deny that. They're the most polarizing figures in boxing right now. So let's continue on with the fight schedule. We got Rojo's August 8th. We got Johnson versus Throsland in Florida. That'll be on Sky Sports. We got Cameron versus Mayer. That's August 29th. Do they keep pushing this fight back, this Michaela Mayer fight? Because I feel like it just keep going further and further back, or maybe I'm tripping. That's going to be on ESPN Plus. Then you got Ntwama versus Herkovich. That's the heavyweights. That's going to be on the zone. And it's pay-per-view. So Ntwama is pay-per-view now. Now, they're calling him the next Mike Tyson. Do y'all feel like Moses Ntwama is that polarizing of a figure? Like, damn, like, I watch Moses Ntwama. I like him. He's a good fighter. Me, personally, my 2 cents, I feel like I don't want to use the word overhyped because he's a good fighter. But I do feel like they hyping him. I do feel like they hyping him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do feel like they hyping him. September 5th, we got Taylor versus Pilley, junior middleweight title in Dublin, Ireland. That'll be on the zone. September 12th, we got Canelo versus M. Billy for the WBC super middleweight. That's gonna be in Riyadh season on the zone. So you telling me Canelo about to fight for the WBC title? Come on, man. Canelo don't need another belt, Canelo. Just go fight and make your money, bro. You're done with the championship stuff. You're done. Like Mauricio Suleiman, cut it out. Cut it out. Canelo don't need to fight for no belt. Now, and Billy deserves the right to fight for the belt. I agree. But Canelo, you don't. You just lost to Terrence Crawford. You've been holding the whole freaking division hostage. And now you about to fight for the WBC belt again? Come on, man. Come on. But it's not about, oh, we letting you hold these belts because you the cash cow and all that. Canelo is not that anymore, y'all. Like Canelo, he's still a name. He's still one of the faces of boxing. He's still all of that. But it's like he's at the end of that. In my opinion, I've always said I don't care who Canelo fight. He pulling up people. He doing this and doing that. I'm fine with all of that. Let him make his money. Just don't hold the division hostage by holding on to these belts. Let the other fighters have opportunities to fight for these belts. How long has Canelo been holding up the 168-pound division with those doggone belts? It's ridiculous. David Benavidez never got his shot because oh man, I don't agree. I don't think Canelo should be fighting for another title, in my opinion. But that's my 2 cents. September 19th, the Mayweather Manny Pacquiao 2 fight is supposed to be happening on Netflix. Now, it seems like Mayweather has gotten around all the legal drama for the most part. He's getting ready for a fight. So, shout out to Floyd Money Mayweather. I don't know what to really believe about Mayweather. It's just really a weird situation going on with him. So let's recap some of the fights that happened this weekend. We had, I don't know why it's not pulling up all of these fights. Let me pull up the zone fight card results. Saul Sanchez versus Bruno Reyes. Bruno Reyes was the winner by unanimous decision. This is the DAZN card. You had Albert Gonzalez versus Aaron Alamedia. Albert Gonzalez was won by knockout by a body shot in round 2. You had lightweight Andy Cruz versus Abraham Montoya. He won by TKO referee stoppage in the 3rd round. So can somebody clarify? Andy Cruz went down and he went back down in weight, right? Like clarify that for me while I get this set up and we take a look at these clips. Y'all be sure to help support the channel. Y'all already know every time we get on here, the goal is 20 super chats. We got to keep the lights on, keep the production running. Y'all know this is not free to run these page. And honestly, not as profitable as people think. But I love it. I love the community that we'll build. We're building here. It's just great. Okay, so let's take a look at the Andy Cruz stoppage. Dondrick say this is first time at 30. 30 a hot division though. So did he come up or go back down? Ooh, caught him. I'm gonna let it play one more time because they definitely gonna demonetize me for running this clip. He don't know where he at. Stopped it. Just getting punched on. Shout out to Andy Cruz with the stoppage. Aircraft carrier say, y'all told me Andy Cruz can't punch. He has never been at 30. It's his first time in the division. Where is he coming from, though? He's coming from 126. Then we got Diego Pacheco versus Emmanuel Aleem. They spell this man's name like this. They spell his name Immanuel. Emmanuel. Emmanuel Aleem. Round 11 TKO stoppage. Now, I watched the Pacheco fight. The fight last night was at 135. I thought it was at 130. See, that's why I be confused. His last fight was at 135, which means he went down to 30, correct? Or, well, y'all telling me everybody telling me 2 different things. Now, I want everybody to let me know and drop it below their 2 cents about the Pacheco fight. I told y'all before the Pacheco fight, I think Pacheco is a decent fighter, but I feel like he's gourmet. Um, I don't know. I mean, he still needs time to develop. You feel what I'm saying? I think Pacheco's a decent fighter, but he still needs time to develop. He looked okay last night, but Aleem was getting to him. He was catching him with his jab. Finally though, he did a lot of body work. He wore Aleem down, and he was able to pull out the victory. Um, but he just Pacheco. He's not very athletic. I guess maybe that's what it is. He's not very athletic. He doesn't seem very quick. His footwork is okay. He does everything okay, in my opinion. Aircraft carriers say Pacheco looked kind of good last night. He vulnerable to the left hook in exchanges, and he don't get his head off the line. His reach was way longer than Aleem's reach, and he Aleem was getting to him in the beginning. I don't know. Aleem he just didn't have it last night. He just didn't have it. He was having trouble getting to Pacheco. Can you cut the air on, Jumbo? Put it on 72. Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. It's getting close. It's hot in here. Now they say he better than Munguia. Oh, is Pacheco better than Munguia? Shit, they about the same. Maybe Pacheco might be a little bit better. Rich say Pacheco like that, give him a few more fights with Buddy, and he going to beat all them guys. That's what I'm saying. They was talking like 2, 3 fights ago. He need to get in there with Canelo, and I'm like, why do y'all think Pacheco is gonna fight Canelo? He not finna beat no Canelo. He needs more time to develop. That's the same thing I'm saying, Rich. We both agree. Pacheco needs more time to develop. I think Andy Cruz looked good last night. 130 is possibly the best weight for him because he just might have been too small for 35, and he didn't have the pop and all that he needed up there. If he was at 35 before. I mean, it's not really about he's only 25. He just still need more time to develop. It's the same way I feel about Shushu. Like Shushu damn near 30, but I feel like he still needs more time to develop as a professional. Unless that's just the best they gonna be, and they're just gonna be fooled. It is what it is. Andy not one at 135 no more. Aircraft carrier, he's at 130. The clip I just showed y'all was for him fighting at 130. The clip I just showed y'all was him fighting at 130. So let's run through some boxing news real quick. And then I'm gonna drop the link, and we're gonna come up here. We're gonna review a couple of videos together. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Diego Pacheco stops Emmanuel Aleem. Pacheco dominated the fight and scored an 11th round stoppage, improving to 26-0. Afterward, he pushed for a bigger fight with Jaime Munguia mentioned as a possible next opponent. So we about to see who the best out of both of them. Is Pacheco finally ready for the elite at 168, or was Aleem another safe step? I think Aleem. Do y'all think Aleem was a step up in competition for Diego Pacheco? Let me know and drop it below. Was Aleem a step up in competition for Diego Pacheco? We got Flyer Frequency in the building. He's a tankomaniac. He's a tankomaniac. Flyer Frequency made a tankomaniac. He made a tankomaniac. He got tankomaniac merch. He got a tankomaniac song. Nobody is a bigger tankomaniac than Frequent Flyer. Shout out Frequent Flyer in the building. What's up, Frequent Flyer? Okay, Crush say no. It wasn't a step up fight. I think it was a decent fight. It was a decent fight. Would I say that that's a step up fight? I don't know. Shit, is Jaime Munguia a step up fight? Do y'all think Jaime Munguia is a step up fight? Maybe because of Jaime Munguia's experience, because experience does play a part in boxing. I don't know why a lot of people want to act like experience don't matter for some reason. But experience plays a lot when it comes. Aircraft carrier say he fought 3 gatekeepers in a row. McCumbee, So Cold Nelson, and Aleem. Nelson ain't no goddamn gatekeeper. Since when Stone Cold Nelson or whatever his name is became a gatekeeper? Man, he ain't no gatekeeper. That don't mean it's not. It's. I mean, it could still not be a step up fight just because Munguia. Xander Zayas was a champion. Was that a step up fight for Boots? No, he beat the dog shit out of Xander. So that sounds like a decent fight. Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn is now official. We're gonna look at some clips and talk about the press conference. Dana White officially announced Garcia-Benn for September 12th at T-Mobile Arena. It will air globally on Paramount Plus, the Zone carrying it in the UK and Ireland. Now Zuffa wanted control, but the final deal now involves Zuffa, Golden Boy, Paramount Plus, and the Zone. Is this Zuffa taking over boxing? Or learning that boxing cannot be controlled like the UFC? Let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Is this a hard lesson for Nick? We keep saying Dana White, but Dana White is like the Bernie Madoff for the situation. He just a fall guy, right? When everything hit the fan, Dana White face gonna be all on everything. But is Nick Khan them learning you can't just come into boxing and just control and do and take and do whatever you want? Like this was a tough lesson for them. I know a lot of y'all are like, "Yay, we can make cross promotional fights." I told y'all. I told y'all. No, 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 no. This took lawyers. This took a cease and desist from Oscar, a cease and desist from the Zone. This took Turkey putting a lot of money on the table. This took Turkey trying to make a peace meeting and have all the promoters come together and kumbaya, all except the American promoters, right? So this is not a win. This is not showing that, oh, the promotional companies can work together. No, Dana White got forced to co-promote and do this. He did not want to do this. It goes against his best interests. So I don't want y'all to get that misconstrued. We'll talk about that later when we get to hot topics, but I think this is a tough lesson for Dana and them that you don't get to come in boxing and control boxing. Everybody keep telling y'all this the wild wild west. What happened when people got to the wild wild west? What happened when people was coming over here to the quote unquote wild wild west? The quote unquote wild, wild why was it wild? Why was it the wild wild west when people was already over here established in? But anyway, that's a 2 cents after dark topic. Y'all quiet in the chat. Any other time we talking about Zuffa, they taking over boxing. It's a lot of boing boinging. Y'all quiet in the chat now. Hold on a second, y'all. All right, I'm back. So let's see what else we got. Eddie Hearn says Zuffa needs Devin Haney. Another interesting angle, and I got some videos about that. Hearn argues that after spending heavily to sign Shakur Stevenson, Zuffa needs a commercially meaningful opponent, particularly Devin Haney. His argument is that Haney now holds serious negotiating leverage because Zuffa lacks many available opponents capable of justifying Shakur's purse. Did Shakur gain power by signing with Zuffa, or did Devin gain power because Zuffa now needs him? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Is Devin Haney? And first, my first question was, why did Dana White say Devin? Why he ain't say Tank? That was the first thing I wondered. The second thing I'm wondering is, what makes them think if they pay Shakur and Devin this crazy contracts and amount of money that they're gonna profit or do because you're gonna have to pay Shakur crazy money and then you're gonna have to pay Devin crazy money and like what revenue you think you're gonna bring in for that fight? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. It's like none of them are big sellers. None of them do pay-per-view. I don't understand how they in a position with all this leverage to ask for all of this money when they're not in a position to recoup it. That's my question. He may be right. They probably do need Devin or whatever the case may be. But I'm just thinking in my head, like, it's not like you just have to have Devin to get your money back. That's the part that's like kind of confusing to me. It don't matter if you get Devin Haney if you got to pay Devin Haney a whole bunch of money. Um, Shakur's Stevenson-Zuffa signing remains the industry biggest power shift story. A lot of people are saying that since Shakur signed over to Zuffa, the power has shifted in boxing. And I think that the power shift is Shakur Stevenson signing to Zuffa. I think the power shift is all of the promotional companies being with the zone. Being with the zone. And y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to drop a video about that, giving my 2 cents and explaining a different perspective of what's going on with all of the promoters being on the same continent. So now we're about to do some video reviews. I've been talking for about 30 minutes. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody want to come up here and review some videos with me? Welcome to. Eventually, this will be only open to my members. So y'all enjoy it while it's open. And then that means only Boxing Hacker be able to come up here. You feel me? Like, so yeah, y'all better get the memberships, man. Join the membership. So you can have exclusivity on the channel. Because you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to get a little exclusive. Cam say Shakur signing the Zuffa didn't move the needle at all. It really didn't. Because it's not like he was finna fight Gary Antoine or Navarrete. He wasn't finna fight the people y'all wanted him to fight anyway, in my opinion. There's a link for anybody want to come up here and review. Let's pull up the first video to review.
Future of the 168 division, and he named Jaime Munguia next. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. Like I said before, that'd be a dream come true for me, to fight for a world title. Whether it's here in my hometown or anywhere else, I'm willing to go wherever to fight for a world title. And, it's been obviously my goal since I've been a little kid, to bring a world championship here to LA. And, I feel like, we're in the right path. And if that's next, then we're ready.
That's amazing. Congratulations. And just one last question. Can you tell me what sound your punches make when they landed on your opponent tonight?
Boom.
Boom. All right, well, Diego Pacheco say he ready for Jaime Munguia. It's been his dream to fight for a title. I gotta go watch some footage before I decide about a winner for this fight. I think Jaime Munguia, maybe Pacheco might be slightly better than Jaime Munguia, but Jaime Munguia got the better experience. That's what I would say so far without reviewing no tape. Yeah, Zuffa and Paramount are together. What do you mean? Zuffa is on Paramount. Zuffa is on Paramount. For all of the people that think that Dana White is going to work with other people and he's so for working with other people, let's listen to what Eddie Hearn has to say.
I mean, he was bullied into it, really. They had no choice, but they didn't. Do you think Dana White would have voluntarily said, let's do a co-promotion with Oscar De La Hoya? I mean, he can't stand him. But this is how boxing works. Sometimes you don't get, like in an ideal world, probably we wouldn't do co-promotions with anybody because you'd rather just do it on your own. But the boxing doesn't work like that. It's never worked like that. Also, you can't just say, we're not going to do any fights for the world championships, the governing bodies, because every fighter wants to fight for a world championship.
Rich say put your spin on it, but this the new last. What spin? What is my spin that I'm putting on it, Rich? Can you tell me my spin that I put on this? What spin of it was mine? 2 cents. No, it didn't. Turkey on the rights to Ryan for one more fight. Ryan is in contract. Are y'all serious? Y'all can't be serious. I'm not about to argue with y'all about this. This is ridiculous. What up, Boxing Hacker?
What up, 2 Cent? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
I goes. Hope you can hear me well. I'm in my car. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
I think it's crazy
Yeah,
how people just continuously ignoring the facts. Go ahead.
What fact are you talking about?
About how Dana White don't really want to work with other people and he's being forced to work with the DAZN and all that for this fight.
I mean, for now. I mean, like I said, it's a work in progress, right? You know, it's one of those situations where he plans to take over. But to take over, you know, he first has to, like, get some of these big fights under his belt, you know? So that might require working with other people. I mean, I don't think that's the normal thing to happen. And besides, the bill hasn't passed yet, so it's not like Zuffa can run like the way they want to run anyway.
Chill, take chill. I don't know who be making these AI videos, but they got shot.
I saw the Andy Cruz fight. What do you think about that fight? Did you like it?
I think Andy Cruz looked better at 130. What you think?
Yeah, he looked good. I mean, I don't know. I think he was still also taking punches. I don't know. I think his style is very aggressive. I'm used to Andy Cruz.
I have a problem with fighters getting punched. It's like you don't want no fighter to get punched. Like that's the first thing you always say. Oh,
he should be. But I feel like that guy wasn't on his level, you know.
But that
like
don't mean
Andy Cruz, I remember from the Olympics. Like I would expect him to get like tagged up by a guy, but he stopped him anyway. So you know, here's what it is.
He's trying to sit down and fight like more professional style. And you know, like when you fight a more professional style, you're probably gonna get hit more than you're liking. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not into that. You more into like an amateur try to outpoint you type of style.
Well, I mean, you should go home with the person who took you to the dance, right? Isn't that old saying? It's like why try to do like a 360 on the style you've been doing since you were young, you know?
Because what happens when the goals change?
What happens when you get?
Depends on the fighter, I guess.
Yeah, most fighters. I feel like most fighters fight the same way. You know, but like, what happens when you meet somebody who's been doing that style throughout? You know, you gotta fight. You gotta try pressure that guy. I don't know. I think he's gotta take a lot of punishment for that. Like, look at it. Like, I remember Rigondeaux. They were saying the same thing. Oh, he's boring. Rigondeaux only throws one punch per fight. The moment he switched his style, he started getting tagged up. I was like, what's the point of trying to switch it up? You know?
He went up too, though. He went up.
Yeah, but he also switched his style a lot. Rigondeaux, his original style was like untouchable, but then he tried to fight this pressure style, and he was getting touched by some guy he shouldn't get touched by. You know, like, why fight a style that's detriment to yourself? You know what I'm saying? But Andy Cruz still won, you know, and he still stopped him in the third round. So it is what it is, you know.
Aircraft carrier say you don't watch these fights. He said Andy Cruz barely got punched. Big Supreme, what's up? What you got for the show?
Touched.
You hear me?
What up?
Vibes. What bullshit Hacker talking about?
He talking about Andy Cruz got hit too much in the fight. Box Hacker just don't want you to get punched in the fight. He wants you to go in there and I don't know.
You know, it's crazy. I didn't even get a chance to watch that fight, but I know he was gonna stop. I didn't like that fight anyway. I knew that was like Montoya. Like he's just a tough guy. You know what I mean, so like he went the distance with Jojo Diaz. You know what I mean, tough Mexican, not really fast, not really doesn't have a lot of power. Kind of old. I think he was like 35. He had like 8 losses. I don't know. I don't even know why he fought him, honestly. But why is Chris Mannix looking at Virgil like that?
Okay, let's talk about this. That was a great segue, Big Supreme. Come on now, the co-hosting
That's why I
skills.
came up to save you, man. I know I could talk some bullshit.
So listen, excuse my French. I know this is like my daytime show, and this is not my 2 cents after dark. But I'm gonna start a hashtag fuck Virgil campaign because fuck Virgil. Like, what is any of this talk about fighting boots and y'all already had a contract but like I don't even know why Virgil is talking about boots. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even know why people is still clamoring and crying for this fight. Because if anybody had did this to any of y'all favorite fighters, y'all would say they already had their opportunity to fight them. Y'all would be saying Boots Ennis was Terrence Crawford's mandatory, and Terrence dropped the belt, and y'all still say Boots had the chance to fight him. He didn't fight him when he had the chance. And he didn't even really have a chance. Virgil Ortiz really had a chance. He really had a contract. He really made demands. So we're going to watch this interview with Virgil because I'm not about to let him slide with this. This is the most egregious duck we've ever seen, or I've seen in my lifetime watching boxing. You had a whole lawsuit, y'all going back and forth on the internet with the soap opera drama. I knew it wasn't real because y'all were being way too respectful with each other. Oscar, Virgil's a good kid, and like, come on, man, y'all stop playing with our intelligence like that. Virgil Ortiz is not serious about fighting, y'all. He's not serious about it. He was never a champion at 147, didn't even try. He's the interim champion right now, still not trying to put himself in a position to get a belt. He's still running around crying about boots like he just didn't do some bullshit. Like they just didn't do some BS. And you think you finna just hop right back in because y'all was trying to little boy Jerron before. He had to be the B-side. He had to do that. I got a clip. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all what Eddie Hearn had to say. But let's see what Virgil got to say. And I want y'all to give me y'all 2 cents.
I feel like I have to be. And I don't know. It's a bit of a change of character. I'm just starting to care less and less, because at the end of the day, for instance.
You starting to care less and less about what? Virgil being a fucking duck?
But look how he looking though. Body language. He looking off to the left. You don't believe what the fuck he talking about?
Well, what do you mean? What you caring less and less about being a champion? Because you already clearly don't care about that. You caring less and less about really fighting somebody at 154 pounds? Because when you really fought somebody, you it was a controversial decision. You arguably lost, Virgil. I've been letting you slide, Virgil. I ain't been on your ass. I ain't been breaking down every single one of your fights. I just say, hey, if y'all think Virgil that cold, go back and watch all his fights at 154. That's it. I ain't broke it down and really just put your ass on blast. But
How old is Virgil?
He looked good against Madrimov, I thought.
How old is Virgil? Like 29?
Yeah, probably.
Didn't you tell me Madrimov was sick? Now he did good against Madrimov?
Madrimov was sick and he had a knee issue.
Yeah, he did.
Exactly. So Hackers, don't start no bullshit, bro.
Don't start hacking. We're not about to. Stop hacking. Stop.
For instance, right? One, the fight doesn't happen with Jerron Ennis. Oh, I'm ducking the fight. Virgil Ortiz doesn't want to fight Jerron Ennis. Now we're calling him out. Oh, he's begging for the fight. What kind of logic is that?
Perfect logic. It's the perfect logic, Virgil. When you had the contract and the opportunity, hey, y'all can talk too. Come on, y'all. This everybody 2 cents up here because this is some bullshit.
I got some smoke for that nigga. I'm just letting you cook.
When you had the contract, Virgil, you didn't sign it. And now that you're back, you acting like, and then you had the audacity to be like, we already got a contract. Like y'all just gonna use the old contract after Boots just beat
Exactly.
Xander and is a unified champion. So yes, you ducked him before, and now you're begging for the fight, Virgil. It's perfect logic.
And he's 29 in his third division, and he's never been a champion. So I see niggas, I don't want to mention the little guy, but they were saying Boots is unproven. Boots is 29, but he's a 2-time unified champion. This nigga's never been a champion. This is his third division. That's disgusting. And
That's a video.
he's
Virgil
never
is unproven.
been a champion, and he's in his third division. 2-division interim champion. He's never main evented. He's never been on pay-per-view.
He's never been a main event. No,
I think he main evented versus Bolchuk, but that wasn't really in Lubin.
Wait,
but
he wasn't the main against with Lubin? He wasn't the main event with Lubin?
I believe he was.
Yeah, he was.
I over exaggerate. Hyperbole, right? Hacker, you like to use big words. So
No, it was just false, buddy.
Nah, it's hyperbole because you got to think, right? Boost has been selling 14K tickets for the last like 5 or 6 fights, bro. This guy's never done nothing. That's what I'm trying. Like, I don't know what will make him think Boost has to capitulate to him when he's never done anything. Like, I understand if he was on pay-per-view and he sold a couple of 100,000.
Let's say what it is, bro. It's because
I wanted to say that, but it's because Boots is black. That's why Chris Mannix is smirking and laughing. These niggas is disgusting. Like, you in your third division, never been champion, bro. What type of shit is that? But Boots has to prove himself. Come on, man.
3 divisions, never been a champion, and y'all Johnson bouncing? Boxing Hacker, you should hate Virgil Ortiz. He's really never been a champion. And what did Max Kellerman say about saying he's never been a champion in any division? No, Virgil really ain't never been a champion in any division.
I'm talking some real shit.
The biggest fight.
I know I'm saying some real shit. My man Bobby agree with me. Bobby don't agree with nobody.
No, Bobby do agree when it's some real shit. Bobby do agree when it's some.
Bobby not handleballs.
Bobby be agreeing. No, Hannibal be agreeing when it's some real shit too. He just be trying to piss y'all off in the chat. But
it worked with me. I'll tell you that.
To work with me, he be pissing off.
I can't stand handleballs. I can't stand him.
He be pissing off Juke too.
I cannot stand that nigga, man. That Kumo D in the face ass nigga.
Truth, man.
Once they realize the
you put yourself in the same category with Hannibal's, nigga?
Once they realize the trolling ain't gonna fuck with you,
that nigga look like Biz Marquis, man. I can't stand that nigga.
Shout out to Sin Ironheart in the building. Another member to the channel. Shout out to Sin Ironheart. What up, Sin?
Sin is the mad rapper.
Sin is the ultimate Terrence Crawford hater.
Sin.
I go lie. Sin keep the same energy like you.
Yeah. I mean, Sin's hatred for Terrence Crawford.
You be on Haney nuts, and Sin just on Crawford helmet. I mean, it's like a good balance, yin and yang.
Oh my goodness.
I just respectfully, that is just stuff that I deal with and other boxers deal with on a day-to-day basis. That doesn't make any kind of sense. I just don't understand how.
You know what, Art? Like, listen, right? I went to New Mexico State University, right? I trained in El Paso when I was training for the Olympics. Like, Mexicans have this thing where it's like they like to throw rocks and hide their hands, right? Like, they like to do shit, and then when you try to confront them, they like, I don't know English. I don't know. I don't understand. And it's like, and Virgil gives me that vibe, and that shit makes me so upset when they do that, because you know
what's
exactly
crazy about them
what
niggas?
I'm saying.
They hate niggas, right? But them niggas
For
love
sure.
Kobe Bryant. They take all our old school R&B records and call it oldies and remix it. They wear team Michael Jordans, like the not the fake Jordans.
They love them team Jordans.
Yeah, you know a Mexican, you see them team Jordans, like, look at this nigga, man.
But I'm from Houston, right? The Mexicans in Houston aren't racist. I didn't really experience racism from Mexicans until I got to New Mexico. And that's when I was like, okay, so this is really how they get down. And it's cool. I don't be tripping about no racism. It is what it is. If you don't like me, then fuck it. You can like whoever you want to like. But and you see how this shit Virgil doing. I mean, what sense does that make? And he's not making any sense. He's not making any sense with what he's saying.
Yeah, a lot of drama trying to make this fight.
You don't believe it.
I
Bobby, you want me to
at the end,
drop a
he just make
highlight
it.
tape? I ran track, bro. I ran track. I ain't got no
We want
highlight
to see
tape.
you smoke a nigga. That's what we want to see.
I was a jumper. I ran too, but
The
jumping
gears
was my main
are
event.
working up there. You know, like they're turning the wrong way. I don't get it. But anyways, I could keep on talking about this.
Yeah, I went to NMSU, but I was done with college well before 2015. By the time you got out there, they had built up a lot of stuff. When I was out there, it was nothing out there. Nothing out there. But NMSU was cool. It really was.
Yeah.
The Boots fight obviously still generates the most interest out there, at least among the casual fans. You guys squared off in the ring after your win over Erickson Lubin. That seemed to build the momentum up to almost a fever pitch at that point. We've heard Rick Meridian say he wants that fight for you next. Oscar say he wants that fight for you next. Robert Garcia, I saw clips of him saying he's ready to do that fight with you and Boots.
They're all lying. They're all lying.
Especially Robert.
Because you would have been ready to do the fight before. What's changed? What's changed? So
The
you
zone
want to
putting
fight
that pressure
Boots
on them
now?
niggas. The zone, like, look, if you don't fight Boots, nigga, we getting you the fuck out of here. You gonna be on pro box charging $5.
I mean, hopefully they'll go back in negotiations, though. I mean,
Nah,
if they
the
want,
zone, whoever's
Watson
running the
Hackett.
zone right now is not going for it. They're like, look, nigga, you ain't never been champion. You better fight Boots, nigga.
That's what I'm
That's what
saying.
they
What do
doing.
we need?
yeah, that should make that fight happen.
No, Virgil has already had his shot. Fuck making the fight happen. Boots' goal is to be undisputed. Why am I gonna stop what I'm doing to come and fight you after all the games
Fedora
you've
ain't
been
gotta fight
playing, bro?
Boots.
It's so crazy,
Fedora
right?
ain't
Max
gotta
Kellerman
fight him.
just said Tank ain't never been champion. What the fuck
Exactly.
has Virgil done?
He's never been.
Exactly.
No, he said
Answer that for me, Hacker.
Never been a champion in
He's
any
never been a true
division.
champion.
He ain't had a Mickey
He's never
Mouse
been a true
belt.
champion,
He
right?
ain't
But
had a
what the fuck has
regular.
Virgil had?
Listen. He ain't had a
He's
Mickey
definitely never
Mouse
been. He's
belt.
never been a regular champion.
He ain't
Yo,
had a
Hacker, man.
nothing. He ain't
Listen,
had
Hacker,
a
your daughter
nothing.
tired of that Haney talk, man.
You got
You
a
have to
daughter
switch it up
hacker or a
today.
son? Is baby hacker a girl or a boy?
It's a boy. He's making a lot of noise, so I have to put myself on mute a
Yeah,
lot.
he's disgusted right
How
now.
old is he, hacker? How old is he?
He's 4.
Oh, okay. Just got out that toddler phase. I know you happy.
Yeah, I passed that terrible twos. You know, that was my only attitude 4. You know.
Mike Hacker,
Oh,
I would love to see you
that's
chasing
why
a kid
Hacker's starting to
around.
curse at niggas now. I get it.
I would love to see Hacker chasing a kid around. That would be hilarious. But man, listen, Virgil is really pissing me off. I can't lie to y'all.
Next. Is that how you feel about it? You're ready to do that fight next?
I've been pushing for the fight. You know, every time they ask me, I give them the green light.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. You haven't
Now,
been
cook this
pushing for
nigga.
the fight. How you been pushing for the fight when you had a dream when he got in the ring? And as soon as you hopped out the ring, you said you wanted to fight Earl Spence. How were you pushing for the fight, Virgil? Don't let this man get away with this. This is insanity.
It's disgusting.
Like, you know, it's only been one-sided green lights coming from out over here. The reason that the fight hasn't happened is simply because they haven't taken the fight.
Cap.
Big Supreme.
Cap.
Listen, he said the reason why, like, they just, do you see how people just get to blatantly lie? They just get to blatantly lie, and nobody
Yeah,
cares or
because the
says
guy in
anything.
question is black. That's why. Like, oh yeah, the black guy's definitely ducking. Fuck out of
You
here.
know what I'm saying? Like,
That
I don't play the race. I'm not like a big old racism type of person, but I am gonna call it out when I see it because it's not like it doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real about that. But
definitely.
this is a perfect example of that, bro. Like, y'all been telling me this whole time Boots is unproven, but you want him to fight somebody else who's unproven to prove he's proven. There's nothing proven about Virgil. So you want Boots to fight somebody that's unproven, been in 3 divisions and never been a champion to prove that he's proven? Like this I don't understand. I don't be understanding the
Mind you,
logic.
they was mad at Boots for taking I guess a quote unquote tune up, right? But Virgil fought Frederick Lawson, who had a brain aneurysm. Wasn't even cleared by the doctor to fight, but Oscar still somehow made him fight. Then he fought Thomas DeLorme, who's literally was doing Uber. He was an Uber driver, retired for 2 years. Never fought at 154. So this dude was retired for like 2.5 years, moved up 3 divisions from 140 to fight Virgil to get stopped in 1 round. And Virgil then steps up versus Bochuk, gets his ass whooped, knocked down 3 times. I don't like. I used to like Virgil, but I don't get it. Like I honestly don't get the hype around this nigga. Like he's never been champion.
I thought
But you
Virgil
know the
was
real
gonna pay.
problem
Even
with
when
Oscar.
they was talking about Virgil fighting Spence, I was like, Virgil's gonna get fucking destroyed by Earl Spence. Like, what is the hype around Virgil Ortiz? Like, I never understood the hype, and I'm telling y'all,
They're trying to push him to be a star.
Oscar De La Hoya does a great job of building these Mexican fighters, and they don't do shit. They don't do shit. What did Jaime
You
Munguia
ain't
do?
lying.
Nothing.
Get knocked out.
What did Zepeda do?
Get
Nothing.
beat the fuck up.
What did Virgil Ortiz do? Nothing. Nothing.
What does Zerto do?
And that's not an emotional argument. Zerto do nothing. These are not emotional arguments I'm making, y'all. These are factual. You can go look at the facts, arguments that I'm making. I'm not making this argument because it's Boots Ennis. I don't care who it is. My feeling will be the same. You're not about to put me through all that rigmarole, wasting all of my time trying to negotiate with you to the point to where I have a contract that I signed before to fight you. You ran off with all the theatrics.
Speaking of that,
So
right?
yeah.
But you know whose fault
Bobby
it is,
said
though,
something in
right?
the comments, right? It is Oscar, but Bobby said something in the comments that I wanted to mention. I was gonna leave it alone because I know y'all get sensitive when I talk about this type of things. But Virgil had rhabdomyolysis, right? So he's supposed to fight Stanionis at 147. He got sick. They said it's rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdomyolysis is like a very, very rare disease that usually only steroid users get. So I never always thought this nigga was on the juice, honestly. So I just
Yeah,
want,
and then
Bruce
but
to
guess
be
what?
careful with this nigga.
Now he's been out, quote unquote, on the shelf cycling. That's what he's doing. And now you want to
That's
come
what
back
everybody
after you've
doing.
been cycling on and off some shit to try to go fight Booze. And that's also a fact because who gets caught cheating? The Mexican fighters get caught pop a lot for steroids, and their
Way
fan
more than
base
anybody
don't
else.
give a fuck. Mexican fans do not care about their fighters getting popped for steroids. They don't care. But that's not even the point of this conversation because I don't care if he's on steroids or not. Boots Ennis is still going to beat him. There's no amount of steroids that's finna do what? The steroids gonna do what? They're not gonna make you faster. They're not gonna like what? They're not gonna do anything to help you beat Jerron Boots Ennis. They're not gonna do anything to help you overcome his style. Maybe you can catch him and punch him hard and hurt him because you've been juicing. Maybe. But other than that, what?
Nothing.
And then you got all these people running around trying to paint Jerron Boots Ennis as some type of duck, which is really what I'm having a problem with. Why do y'all have to paint Boots as a duck? The man told y'all what
It's the
his
Mexican
goals
trolls,
were.
man.
His goals were to become undisputed. If my goal is to become undisputed, what does Virgil bring to the table? I've heard y'all say that so many times about fights getting made, but nobody asking about what Virgil bringing to the table. I have not heard one person mention the table when it came to Jerron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz. Not one table mentioned.
Look at Rich talking some bullshit. Yo,
You
Rich,
know, I
come up
said the
here,
same
nigga.
thing.
I ain't heard from you in a while, man.
I said
Shakur
the
been
same thing.
had a bad week.
Like Virgil doesn't bring anything to the table. He should fight the champions. If you wanted to fight, they
Exactly.
said it was the most popular fight. I said, okay. I mean, it's what it is. But really,
Why
man, look
is it
at.
the most popular fight? Why?
I
For
guess
what
it's like the
reason?
whole thing. He's Mexican. All this bullshit that always be
The
talking
Mexican blueprint shit, man. But we off that, man. Fuck them niggas, bro. Fuck them.
about. But look,
Like
here's the thing,
he
though.
trying to do that with
So
Shakur.
do y'all
Yeah,
want
but
fighters to fight? Do y'all want the black fighters to fight flat-footed Mexicans or not? Can
Exactly.
you tell me?
10 gold resumes
Do
or
y'all want them
Mexican
to?
flat-footed
No.
niggas.
Hold on. Because I
X
ain't mean to
them.
speak on this long. I got other stuff we need to talk about, and I'm off of here at 5 because I got to take my sons to the track. Do y'all want them to fight flat-footed Mexicans or not? Because Virgil Ortiz is a flat-footed, come forward Mexican. The style y'all complain about black, athletic, good fighters fighting. Now all
That
of a
nigga was
sudden,
using his feet versus Bochuk, though, I'll tell you that.
a flat-footed come forward Mexican is the best fight that Jaron Boots in it to make. Is that what y'all telling me?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I swear aircraft got to be a Mexican
Damn,
sport.
I even got Hacker at a loss for words.
I never was particularly excited about the fight, but I was like, I mean, I don't know who was ducking who at one point, but as far as like Virgil's not that proven either, if I'm being honest. You know? If we're just being real about Virgil's
Yeah,
not.
Well, he's not proven at all, actually.
Yeah, but you know
I
what
think you got to
the
catch Pacheco
problem
on
is
Sunday
Oscar.
afternoon.
Yo, hold on, but the problem is Oscar, right? Oscar did the same thing to Kid Austin. He does the same thing to Ryan. He always does to the popular fight. He don't believe in his fighters like that. Like if it's a tough
No, he
fight,
believes in his fighters. It's just that he just don't want his fighters to get ruined early. That's what I think.
the same thing
No,
happened to Kid
it's not.
Austin.
No,
He
no.
said
It's not that
he
he
said he
don't
didn't want
believe in
that
his.
fight.
No, it's not that he don't believe in his fighters. You got to think about it. This is a business, boxing Hacker. If I can build up a fighter and they don't got to get belts and they ain't got to worry about fees and all of that crap, why wouldn't I do that as a promoter? And then
Yeah,
I
but
can
that's why.
build them up. Hold on, then I can build them up and I can put them in the big fight. Think about it. Munguia got built up, Canelo fight. Zapata get built up, Shakur fight. Who
Zerto got
else?
the Bivol fight.
Zerto got the Bivol fight. And now Virgil Ortiz gonna get the Boots fight. Like, why do I need to worry about championships and all that if I don't have to? Because all I'm gonna do is build up my Mexican fighter and throw them in there with a big name African American fighter or another big fighter that's available at the time. That's what Oscar does. He did it with Ryan. Ryan wasn't no
Yeah.
champion when he fought Tank.
Exactly, and he didn't want that fight. Remember that? Like that's what I'm saying. It's always like he doesn't really believe in them. And the problem, the real problem is they end up being in the way. Because imagine one of them gets a title, and then somebody's up, and that person's up, and the guy's tough. Oscar's not make though. Oscar has a way of making people look like they want fights, and they don't be wanting to fight. You know? That's just how it would be. It'd be really
Oscar
annoying.
be trying to maximize his profit with his fighters because
And
he be
I don't
knowing
think
like.
he's the first to be scared though.
I do think they be scared.
Listen,
Nah,
listen.
Ryan was scared.
We're not gonna separate fighters from their teams. We're not doing that because we don't do that for other fighters.
Ryan and
Oscar.
Ryan made that Tank fight, right? Oscar did not want that.
Now you're right, but don't forget, Hacker.
What?
Ryan had that mental breakdown like a year or two before the Tank fight actually was made.
Yes.
So don't forget that, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, but Ryan was
mental health.
He was ultimately the one who made the fight, not Oscar. You know,
he had to. Nigga, he pulled out talking about some mental health shit, bro.
Oh man,
come on, bro. Be real, bro.
Let's get through this. Let's get through this because my time is limited. I got to get through other shows. Hacker, tend to that baby. Got that baby crying.
Eddie Hearn said this week that the deal that was agreed to prior to Boots' most recent fight is now no longer the deal that's in play. Effectively, Virgil, what he's saying is that there need to be concessions on your side. Are there concessions that you would be willing to make to get this deal done?
I mean, I want the fight to happen. You know, that's kind of more of a manager question. You know what I mean? They just ask me if I want to fight. I say, yeah.
See, this is what we're not gonna do. Like y'all, they're telling Virgil, hey, put everything on us so he won't get any heat. We're not doing that. I don't care if Virgil really wants to fight, but it's Oscar. No, it's all of y'all. Y'all are a team. Y'all a team. If you want to fight Virgil, you tell your team you want to fight and tell them to make it happen. Why you get to sit back there and don't say nothing if you really want this fight? Tell your team. Tell your team,
He's
bro.
scared to death.
Because your team is saying they want the fight. They were saying they wanted to fight when you didn't want the fight, when you didn't take the fight. They were saying then you wanted to fight. You didn't take the fight. So yeah, what are we talking about? We're not finna play the back and forth and place blame. And it's the same thing my husband do with me. Somebody asks him to do something, let me talk to my wife about it. Somebody asks me to do something, let me talk to my husband about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't let people play with you like that.
They work out the numbers. But, you know, I'm in the ring in the gym, in the ring too, obviously.
All right. So that's the video with Virgil Ortiz capping.
Yeah, he a lying bitch.
I'm just, it's just, I can't. You're not about to slide with this, Virgil. And let's see what I want to see. I want y'all to hear this, and then we're gonna move on to the press conference with Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia. Yep, gap tooth games. You know how people be doing that.
I'm tired of
Let me
that
call my
media
wife.
man,
Let me talk to my wife.
villain looking ass nigga.
No, you ain't finna ask me no for nothing. It's about to try to
Yeah, what
blame
was
me.
the
I'm like,
what
why
was
you
the
trying to
villains in
blame me?
media man again? They little
The
blonde head little
Golden
niggas.
Lord,
What was their name? Yeah, it's
the
Golden
Golden
Lord
Lord.
ass nigga, man. I can't stand Conor Ben.
Man, I can't. And you know what? I don't think the fighters like Conor Ben either. Ryan Garcia was pissed. Like you, and for some reason, Ryan Garcia is so funny to me when he get mad because he just seemed like he don't really got the personality to be mad. So when he mad and cussing, it just looks funny,
Yeah, he
like a
remind me of
suburban
Bandit when
kid.
he get mad. I swear he act just like Bandit when he get mad.
That shit funny.
We accepted that fight and signed for that fight. Boots had to take less money than Virgil Ortiz because they wouldn't take it unless he did.
Why did Boots have to take less money than Virgil Ortiz when he's doing more numbers? When the numbers show that
This is
that's not even
boxing is
how they're
racist.
supposed to be. It's because he black.
It's a
It's the
fact.
only reason why this shit is okay, y'all.
But yesterday's price is not today's
Boots had
price.
to be the B side. They said it has to be Ortiz against Boots.
Why? Ortiz ain't never fucking been a champion. I'm trying not to curse because this ain't 2 Cents After Dark. We're gonna talk about this on 2 Cents After Dark, Cream.
And it's Sunday,
Why
it's the
did
Lord's Day.
listen to me? Boots was unified at the 147-pound division. This is egregious, y'all. Like y'all can sit in here in this chat and act like, oh, they do it all the time. No, this is not. I don't want to hear they all do it. They do it all the time. No, they don't. I don't want to hear this. Y'all don't do this bullshit all the time. Matter of fact, y'all do the opposite. Y'all want people to get more than what they deserve to fight people. But for some reason, Jerron Boots Ennis got to be the B side to Virgil Ortiz when he's never even been a champion. And that's all y'all been crying to me about since we came to YouTube. Champion. They never been a champion. He never unified. He did both. He's a champion and he unified the 147-pound division. He coming to the 154-pound division and he's selling out in his hometown. Virgil,
And he
Big
unified in
Supreme
the
just told
second
me.
fight.
Virgil told me. I mean, Big Supreme just told me Virgil ain't barely main event and ain't sold nothing. So how is
Shit.
it that Boots got to take less money and be the B side? Ortiz name got to be first. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If this was my son, me personally, my son might want to do something different. I'll tell them, F Virgil. We not gonna fight him then. You're not gonna lowball me and do all this other stuff so that I can go prove myself against a fighter that's unproven. What are we talking about? I
It's the
gotta take
politics,
less
man.
money, all my hard work. I gotta take less money. I gotta be the B side, and there's some more stuff he about to list. We're not even through the whole video yet. All to go prove myself against an unproven fighter.
And you know
Man,
what
y'all
Boots
gotta
had to
stop
deal
this.
with? Niggas like Brian almost seen this scream, Ragala! Ragala! That nigga's a stone cold hater. Ragala! That shit is comedy. You gotta clip
Look,
that.
you know what? I am. You know what's funny, Big Spring? When I first seen that, it's like I was mad, right? I wanted to be mad, but he looked so foolish that I couldn't even be mad at him for making himself look that foolish.
The first
Like
time I seen that, I was dying. I'm like, this nigga is
I was
crazy.
dying laughing. I was laughing so hard.
Mind you, Mills, it's more crazy because he's sitting next to Mill City watching the fight. Like you sit next to a podcast and screaming at you regular, and the niggas be saying that niggas ain't biased. Like, how is Mill City not biased? Like, you ain't tell him to
Man,
chill, none of that. He laughing, giggling.
man,
Like, nigga's a weirdo too.
Mill City messy as hell, bro. I'm
OD,
telling you,
man. This got nothing to do
which
with 2 Cents platform. This is my opinion. I mean, that nigga is a weirdo. I don't really like that guy like that.
listen,
Person,
name the messiest person you know. I bet it's
it's
a
probably a
man.
man.
It's
You know
probably a
what?
man.
I had pushback for that at first, 2 Cents, but I think you're right. A lot of these niggas out here is bitches, and they run their mouth. Disgusting. They got their mama
I'm
ways, as they say.
I mean, don't blame that on women.
They got
Don't
their
blame that
grandmama
on women,
ways.
bro.
Bingo
Don't blame
night.
that on women. They got their
They
bitch
sit
made
there running
ways.
their
They just
jibs.
some bitch ass niggas, man. They just some bitches. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Like,
nigga, go change it. Do an oil change or something, nigga. Go fix something.
you know
You
what
sitting
I'm
there
saying?
running your mouth.
Go change a spare tire. Half you niggas can't
Yeah, go
even
change
change
the
a
spare
tire.
tire, nigga. Can't even
All right, here we
can't
go.
even do that.
Okay, so
Can you
what we at,
unscrew a light
Queen?
bulb, nigga? We
Probably
at
not.
Eddie Hearn's cooking this nigga Virgil.
All right, so he said he wanted less money and he had to be the B-side. Let me start it over.
We accepted that fight and signed for that fight. Boots had to take less money than Virgil Ortiz because they wouldn't take it unless he did. Boots had to be the B-side. They said it has to be Ortiz against Boots. I said, why? No one's got a world championship. No, we're not taking the fight unless it is. Okay. They even asked him to cut his beard and not wear colourful gloves. All of the things that he agreed to do to have the opportunity to prove he was the best.
Ain't no way I'll fight Virgil after that. First of all, ain't no way I would have fight. As soon as that contract would have came back with that terms, I'd have been like, nah, I'm good. But Boots said he wanted to do what he want to do. He want to prove he the best. Boots, you not proving you the best against a nigga that's not proven. I just want to put that out there. And I got to make a video about that. Let me write that
Why
down.
didn't he know Boots big though? It's like the third thing I see mention Boots big.
I don't know
I said, why
what's
they
up
keep
with the
hating on Boots
beard.
big?
I guess they think that's what give him his strength.
That's weird though. Like, nigga, I gotta shave my beard to fight you, nigga. The fuck? Fuck out of
But
here.
why he can't wear the colorful gloves though? That's some hating shit right there.
Yeah, they like, man, this nigga's too flamboyant. You don't want him dancing on us and hurting us, and make him wear regular gloves.
I think it's
The
funny
fuck
for
out of here.
Boots to be so vicious, but he always want to wear neon pink and orange and yellow and all them
No, he's
crazy
funny
neon
as shit,
colors.
right? Nigga be wearing pink trunks and all that. He a flamboyant ass nigga. Be whipping niggas'
But he,
asses with pink gloves and shit. I know they be tight.
now how you get beat up by a
If
nigga
Boots
in
was like
hot pink?
a different personality and was like a dancing ass nigga, they would really hate Boots.
Yeah,
If he
yeah,
came to the ring like
some
AB doing
ABC.
the
Yeah,
dance, yeah, they would hate Boots. Oh man, they would hate that nigga.
you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I wanted to play that. I wanted to play the Virgil clip first, and then I wanted to play this clip with Eddie Hearn because I just want to show y'all like they some bees for real. I should have did a late night Sunday review. They some bees for real. He can't fight in colorful gloves. How soft is that? Virgil should be embarrassed. Virgil should be embarrassed, and his fans. Him and his fans should be embarrassed.
Yeah, him and his 10 fans.
So let's take a look at the Ryan Garcia. Have y'all seen
Oh
these?
shit, they go Debo Juke. That made Boots mad brolic. Oh, yeah, that would happen.
All right, we're not about to watch 2 minutes of that. Them niggas is not gonna be fighting that slow.
Hell
We got
no, they made
Enigma
Boots
and
mad
Band Up
brolic.
on the panel.
Oh shit,
And they
I
making
spoke
Boots look
Band Up.
hella slow. Let me find this fight hype. What's up, Band Up? Band Up. What's up, Enigma?
Yo,
What up?
what it is, what it is. Salute Nicholas Slick. Salute Cream, what it is.
What's up, gang? That's NJ?
Shit,
Oh, that's
baby.
Band Up. Call me. What's up,
Yes,
gang?
sir. Yes, sir. She just tapping in, listening to what you guys talking about. I just got up, just
We're
joined
about to
in.
talk about this
That's
Connor
SPG Mello.
being.
Who the other guy that hot? That's Mello or that's somebody else?
That's Enigma. Enigma, what's up?
What's
Oh,
good?
what's up, nigga? My fault.
What's good, 2 Cent? What's going on, everybody?
Nothing much. About to pull up this joint right here. About to pull up the YouTube, John. All right, here we go. First of all, let me say I really don't think the American fighters like Conor Benn. We seen him and Rolly about to get into it. And knowing what we know now, Rolly could have picked Conor Benn up and dumped him on his doggone head. Y'all better stop
Word
playing.
up.
So Rolly could have picked Conor Benn up and dumped him on his head. It would have been nothing Conor Benn could do. Y'all stop playing with Rolly.
No bullshit.
Go ahead. Who's got the next question?
Word
This
up.
is Matt Welty from Complex. Question for Conor Benn. Ryan says he's going to steal your aura during the fight. How do you feel about that?
No, I mean, listen, he's like a big child. He's like a spoiled brat. Throws his toys out of the pram on social media, throwing little tantrums. I'm not really too concerned about this little influencer to my right. He ain't a fighter. He can say whatever he wants. Ain't going to make no difference come September the 12th. Proven. Yeah, 12-round war, proven.
What the heck? What have you proven, Conor Benn? What have you
Absolutely
proven?
nothing.
Can somebody tell me what proven means? Because I'm starting to feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. What does proven mean? Because you beat a half-dead Chris Eubank? And you barely did that.
Word up.
You barely beat Chris Eubank, and this man looked like he was fighting on a boat. He couldn't even
Word.
stand
He
up.
was drained.
He was so drained. He was in there wobbly, like he looked like he was on a boat. And you barely beat him. Like what? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Moving forward, 2026, 2 Cents Boxing, and no more cutting slack, no more understanding. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more with these fighters. Cause they need to be some reality.
I don't quit. I don't say that.
He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it to 12. There's not going to be a 12-round war. I promise you that.
I don't say
He's not good enough. Look at his hair, bro. He's looking for attention. Look at his hair. He's looking for attention. He ain't going to make it past 12. I promise you. This not be a 12-round war. He's not good enough.
Why is Ryan Garcia up there with that teddy bear Starbucks cup?
He's not good enough to beat me. You think this man's going to beat me? You think I'm going to let a guy from the UK come here and beat me and take my belt? You lost your mind.
I got Ryan stopping. What you call it?
Listen, y'all. People keep thinking Ryan's soft. He not soft.
I got Ryan beating his ass.
He'll definitely get hit hard. Put his hands in his pocket in a fight. He do struggle with power punchers. Those are his kryptonite, right? Those are the bad style matchups for him. But one, he's willing to get in the ring with those fighters. Yeah, y'all could say he lost, but some of y'all favorite fighters not willing to even get in the ring and test themselves against the style that'll give them the most test, that'll give them the most trouble. So y'all want to sit here and cry about Ryan Garcia and bitch and talk shit? He's willing to get in the ring with the style that will give him the most trouble. He did it for Tank and he did it for Rolly.
Can I say something, 2 Cent?
Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. He didn't
And he
win.
did it for
and
Haney
that's
too.
fine.
For Haney shit the bed, you know.
Man, Haney was a bad. He was. Listen, Ryan Garcia was a bad style matchup for Haney. So we can say Haney did it. He was.
I'm just saying, they
wasn't no
said
bad
Haney's the
style
master
matchup.
boxer. I thought he was the master boxer, you know. I might make hack come back up here. I'm just saying, man.
The master boxer
Out
don't
of
beat
all
everybody.
those guys who was supposed to be the 4th king, Ryan done fought Tank. He done fought Rolly. He done fought Devin. Like Ryan, I fuck with Ryan, man. I got him stopping fucking Conor Benn. Conor Benn is ass.
So it's like y'all want to shit on Ryan. People want to shit on Ryan and be like, "No, he ain't rematch Rolly," but he fought him though. He fought
Not only
him.
that, what's up with all these niggas like Conor Benn and
Both of them niggas on my
being in
chance
sweet
list.
divisions and never been champion?
No, aircraft carrier. I'm not a low key Ryan fan. I am a Ryan fan. There's no low key. Everybody that watches my
I'm a
channel
Ryan
knows
fan
that.
too.
I am
like
a
Ryan.
Ryan fan. There's no low key. I
He
like
said,
Ryan.
he's gonna get
I fuck
destroyed.
with Ryan.
Yo, 420's a holiday.
So that's what I just wanted to bring that because sometimes y'all don't really put things in perspective. Y'all just want to ride off the surface. Oh, he lost. Yeah, he lost. He lost to the styles that are the most challenging for him because he was willing to fight those styles. He could never, and he fought Duarte. He fought Duarte. Duarte's a power puncher, but he beat Duarte. So come
Hey,
on,
Two
y'all.
Cent, you
Like
see the bullshit? Hey, Two Cent, you see that bullshit Boxer Hacker said? Ryan did it for Oscar. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, I ain't worried about that. Listen, so let's keep going. I just wanted to put that out there about Ryan because I don't understand like what y'all be saying.
Calm down, every one of them little episodes. Calm down. I know you're getting all excited. I know you're getting all excited, but I'll come over here and smack them glasses straight off your face. Understand?
Yo, Two Cent, I'm disappointed in you.
I'll come over here and smack them glasses straight off your face. That's what I'll do. Sitting there.
I'm disappointed.
Just sitting there.
If that's mine, I start talking Spanish.
He say a lot of people don't fuck with Ryan because of his racist comments, but they fuck with T.O. now.
That's a fact. But Two
They
Cents, I'm
fuck with
disappointed.
T.O. now.
I don't fuck with that nigga either.
No, yes
Two
they do.
Cents. You heard 2 Cents? I'm disappointed, man.
And who?
And you.
For what?
Because we've been watching this Conor Ben video, and you may say, that thong.
Hey, it's not.
That nigga look like
It's not
Nigga look
as
like
blonde as
Cisco.
it used to be.
Remember when
That nigga
Cisco
look
made
like
Unleash the
nah.
Dragon?
yeah.
Remember he
That
had the
was
braids?
Conor
Unleash
Ben
the
look like
Dragon.
one of them characters off Media Man. That's what he looked
I
like.
told
One of
you,
them
the
motherfucking
Golden
baby
Lords.
lords. Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's
That's
what the
that.
fuck
I
he
mean,
look
but
like.
These are the
he
same
go.
people that these are the
That's
same
his-
people that don't fuck with Ryan because he made racist comments, but was jumping up and down wanting T.O. to get a big payday to fight Jerron Bucenis. Like it don't make sense. Like y'all don't really
You know,
understand
I really
what
don't believe
he
Ryan is racist,
upset.
man. I don't really think Ryan
Let's
Garcia is
admit,
racist.
Ryan is an idiot. T.O. is an idiot. They both idiots. We're not gonna get into the racing thing. That's a 2 cents after dark comment. But I don't think people really
All
understand
right.
like when you want to hurt somebody for being racist. Big Supreme, I don't know if you was here when I did that show. And I said, y'all upset about T.O. being racist. Y'all want to do something about it. Here is the number. I think he had the WBO belt or whatever belt he had at the time. I said, here's the number for y'all to call and express y'all concern about him being racist and how he should not be representing this sanctioning body with this belt because of his racist comments. Not one person wanted to call. Not one person wanted to make that phone call. Not one person wanted to go to the website I gave so you can write a formal complaint. Not one person wanted to do that. So I don't want to hear anybody crying about how they don't like these fighters because they racist and they don't want to do this and do that and do this. When it came down to really do something about somebody being racist and making some moves and getting something really done about it politically, niggas ain't want to do nothing.
You know who did something? I'm gonna shout out Keyshawn. He knocked out Teofimo Pops. So shout out to Keyshawn knocking that racist nigga out.
You feel what I'm
He
saying? So
definitely did.
y'all can't. I don't want to hear about this racist stuff. And you supported. Y'all supported racist too. Y'all supported him too. Did y'all watch the Shakur Stevenson T.O. fight? Y'all supported a racist too. So I don't want to
be
hear
funny,
that. Like that shit. Y'all want to do that shit when it's convenient for y'all. I don't play that game over here.
to the Hanos
Bunch
plan.
of fake outrage, huh?
Lying. You did
Look,
not
to
go
the
send no email. You the main one that said you wasn't gonna do nothing, and I wasn't even gonna bring that up. I wasn't even gonna bring up how you said you wasn't gonna do nothing.
Hanos
I will
clan,
go
I'd
get the
rather support a
clips.
racist
You talking about
than a
frequent?
nigga on the registry.
Yeah, you remember that band up?
Yeah, okay.
At least
Yeah, I
Ryan
remember that.
ain't on the registry, nigga.
Hold on. You remember that band up? And Frequent Flyer was up here saying how he wasn't gonna do nothing and he wasn't gonna call, and now he gonna come back talking about he left an email. You see how niggas be lying?
Yo,
We had a
at least
whole
Ryan could be
debate
in the
about
school
it.
zone.
Wow.
At least Ryan could
I'll
be
get
100 feet
there
from a
if
school,
y'all
nigga.
tried to tell the people I didn't. All right, Frequent. I'm gonna have to go find the clip. Hey, this is look, they mad for real, y'all. Watch Ryan. Watch how Ryan start pushing the security guard.
I think Ryan gonna fuck this boy up.
Who won't do shit? Who won't do shit? Yeah, who won't do shit? Who won't do shit?
One thing I say about Conor Ben, that nigga really embraces the villain role. He don't give a fuck. Excuse my language.
Yeah, why? You quit. Hey, you won't make it to 5. Your dad knows you won't make it to 5. You quit. Won't make it to 5. You quit. You have no heart. All right, you're not.
Like Conor Ben really is an asshole. Like he's a good villain.
Ryan gonna beat the brakes off this boy. I'm telling you, Ryan gonna beat the
You're
brakes
right,
off
but
that boy.
I still think
I
Conor
don't.
Ben
I
is a
don't
good
think
villain.
so.
You don't think he's a
Ryan
good
gonna
villain?
fuck him
What,
up.
Amanda, what are you talking about, Amanda?
Yep. I am on the opposite end of this.
What's
I like
it,
Ben's.
first of all, what do you think about this anyway?
I like Ben's fighting style.
You only
What
like
you mean? I
Conor
didn't
Ben
watch
because
the TO fight.
he cool
Yeah, I
with
watched the
bars.
Shakur versus
No,
TO fight.
honestly, to be honest, I don't give a. I didn't even know that. I don't give a damn about that.
You knew
You
that.
like
Them
Conor
niggas be
Ben?
hanging out
I
and he
didn't.
be giving
No,
them tips and sparring.
I've been watching Conor Ben for a little second now. I like his style of fight. I like his punch selection.
That
I mean,
nigga's
that last
trash.
performance, I guess, kind of iffy. But outside of that,
Really?
yeah.
He almost got beat up by Regis, and he had one leg and one arm.
Regis is trash too. And Ryan's on my trash too since we and you had this conversation. Fedora and Ryan been on my trash list.
I don't know why you saying that. Fedora nor Ryan is trash, bro.
Well,
Regis,
they've both been getting
Regis
better.
ain't
They
always
both been
been
getting better,
trash
but they still on my trash list.
He's fine. Okay, let's finish this.
Let me find out you like this nigga Silverhead, nigga.
You ain't got the heart. Make it a man. Yo tengo huevos más grandes que tú, cabrón. Make it a man. Me la pela de pendejo, me la pela.
Look how he pushed off. He took his glasses off.
¿Qué vas a hacer? Yo más mexicano que tú, cabrón. ¿Qué vas a hacer? ¿Hacer algo? Si tú no vas conmigo para Londres, pendejo. Pendejo, vas conmigo para Londres, tú ya lo sabes.
You don't think Conor Ben is a good villain?
Who's got the next question?
Conor Ben be making niggas mad as hell. I never seen Conor Ben
is a good
apologize and start crying. Like he's really a good villain. That's how you
People
be
do
a
not
villain.
like Conor Ben. I don't know what he did to people, but they do not like him.
He's just arrogant. He's just an arrogant asshole.
I don't fuck with Conor Ben. I don't rock with dude.
I like him outside the
wait
ring.
for Ryan to beat
I
the
used
brakes off.
to like his punch selection too. I'm not gonna lie. I do think he got a good punch selection.
You talking about when he was
But he
on
just-
the eggs?
Yeah, when he was on that shit.
He ain't been the
when he was
same
on the
since.
He's
X,
just
he was
wild, man.
he's too wild. He give me the vibes like he's Slim
He-
Coke. Like, you know. That's just
Yeah, he just wild, bro. He ain't really got no skills like that. He's just a wild ass brawler. And he ain't got no boxing skills.
You know, that might be the thing I like when I watch him. That might be the thing that gets me with him.
You know what? He do a lot of subtle things. Like he be slipping and parrying and stuff like that. Like he do got some skill, but he's just not like a technical boxer. He's like a brawler, like his pops. He's just like a brawler.
Ryan gonna fuck that boy up, man.
What up, y'all?
What up, Juke? Hold on.
What up, Juke?
One more video. I forgot Juke. Who else came up here? Oh, it's just Juke. What's up, Juke? Chef Juke RD in the building. What up, Juke?
What up?
Here we go. Ryan is about to beat the dog.
Word up.
You keep running your mouth. You keep running your mouth. You keep running your mouth. You know that, but tú sabes.
Hey,
like,
you know Ryan,
Tyler
man, when
Perry
his
talking
face
that
starts
shit.
scrunching up. When Ryan face starts scrunching up and his nose start doing that shit, that's how you know he mad.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this.
I can't wait. Yo, Ryan gonna fuck that boy up.
Conor Ben be making niggas mad, bro. That shit funny. He said, "You quit. You quit."
That's all he can say. He can't say nothing else.
And that Sheffield accent, "You quit. You's a wanker."
Hey, I'm betting on the stoppage 3 and under. What you got?
I ain't gonna
Juke?
lie.
Up for the
You
show.
probably stop him this
I'm
shit,
with
man.
you, 2 Cent. I'm with
and
you,
I'm
man.
gonna
I
throw
think
some on the first. And I'm gonna throw some on the first because this is what people don't realize. I'm gonna always bet on a first round stoppage for Ryan Garcia because people don't realize how fast he really is, and he is definitely possible for him to catch you in that first round.
and he got a right hand now too.
For him to catch you in that first round. So I'm always gonna throw a little something on that first round after that Devin fight. And I think he stopped Conor Ben under 3. Because Conor Ben ain't gonna be ready for Ryan Garcia's speed. He
I
not.
think he stopped Connor like 5-8, 7-12. I
And
think
Ryan
Connor.
got a right hand
I
now
think
too.
yeah. I think Connor gonna like
Mm.
try to box smart, but what Connor does is he gets like. If you watch his fights, his output always drops off after the 6. Like he gets tired. He uses too much energy. So I felt like, you know what I mean, he probably get stopped in the later rounds, early to mid
Good.
later rounds.
He gonna be
But his first
defensively
round stoppage.
irresponsible,
I mean, if you put like
and Ryan
$10 on
gonna
that,
catch his
it's like
ass.
$5,000 or $500. So I would do
You
that.
know what I'm saying? But I think he gonna, because you gotta think Conor Ben, he was getting tagged by Regis, y'all. So Ryan got the speed and the length. So that means Conor gotta try to get inside. He's gonna get caught. And
Mm-hmm.
if he try to do it early, it's first round, it's over. It's over. I hope he come out there trying to go at Ryan. I hope he do.
Yeah,
But I definitely see it in number 3. What up, Juke?
Hey, what up?
Okay.
So I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I never saw. I don't remember seeing. I remember seeing like parts of it, but for some reason I don't remember watching Conor Ben versus Regis. I know he beat Regis, but I also heard like Regis lasted, which I thought was crazy. I just knew he was gonna get knocked out. He didn't. I don't know. Like I'm not a big Conor Ben fan. Like I don't get it. The draw. I feel like I get it because of his father. I wasn't too big on his father either after that situation happened with G-Man. If you know, you know. Look at them funny, them with the egg stuff. I just looked
Disgusting.
at that whole family with. I don't know if y'all know about G-Man, which is.
I know about Gerald McClellan. Come on, man. They did him bad.
I
And
mean,
he stopped
you
him.
do, but everybody else might know may not know who Gerald McClellan was.
Now you right, Drew.
He hit him after the bell.
Yeah, I
That
just
shit was wild.
that fight was so weird to me. And now when his son had the egg stuff, and I used to people talking about drug cheats, and then you suddenly fall out and can't. Anyway, let me stop. And I can't, of course, I cannot judge him for the sins of his father, but it's like it's just carrying on. But whatever. I never really watched Conor Ben. He just. I don't mind people being like me. I actually don't mind fighters being arrogant. I don't mind them. Like I don't think, oh, they need to be humbled and blah blah blah. I don't believe in all that. Especially if like your skill speaking for you. But like he hasn't, like you said, he hasn't really done anything to earn the arrogance, except for the fact that his father, you know, was Ben. So I don't know. I mean, I don't really care too much about this fight, but I would say I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to pick in this fight. Like I mean, who I want to win. I just don't like Conor Ben, but I also don't like Ryan ever since. I was a big fan of Ryan at first, right? But some of the stuff he said, whatever. But whatever. It's I would lean definitely Ryan though, of course, like again, because like this is at 147. I don't know what Ben does look like he would be a natural 147. Maybe he was just blowing up. I don't know. But him and this flip-flopping with weight is weird to me. So I don't really know if he would be healthy. Is there drug testing? I got a lot of questions. But I mean, he does have some skill, but I just don't understand this big hype about fighting Conor Ben. Like, what do you gain fighting Conor Ben? I just don't get it. Like, I
think Turkey overpaying people to pay Conor Ben. Basically, is what it sounds like to me.
Like his daddy was, you know, his father. You know, I get it. That's why. But other than that, I don't get it.
Okay. Look, let's take a look at this video, y'all, of Jerron Boots Ennis and Sean Porter sparring. I don't know how old it is. Damn, caught him. Did y'all see that? Oh, caught him again. Come on, we can't see. Who was filming?
Yeah, cameraman horrible.
And he can't even hit him.
Pull it back a little bit.
Caught that boy. Caught him. Damn. Caught him again. Damn.
Then he say, you can't pay me to fight that boy.
Marvelous, honestly, to see this
you
dude
can't pay me to fight
defensively move the way that he does things. He talks a whole lot during the sparring.
I got him muted because of the music, y'all. My bad.
Not for nothing though. I like Sean Porter when he fought.
Sean Porter couldn't even hit him. Slogan once said he said Boots was overrated. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all see? He just he probably could have beat the dog-ish out of Sean Porter. Sean Porter couldn't even hit him. He was hitting Sean Porter with all kind of sneak uppercuts and all kind of stuff. It wasn't nothing Sean Porter could do with him in this farm match right here. This little clip that we seen. And then you're going to come out and say that he's overrated? Based on what?
I mean, Sean Porter is smaller than a motherfucker, though. He is smaller than a motherfucker.
What does that have to do with anything?
How he small? He fought at 160 in amateurs.
Sean Porter, he's short as hell, bro. What do you mean? How he's small? He's short as
We
shit.
talking about muscle density. Listen, Kawhi Muhammad was a cruiserweight. He was 5'4".
Ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I'm just saying, Kawhi Muhammad fought George Foreman. He was 5'4", bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what does that mean? He's small as hell.
I just said he's short as hell, bro. I just said he's short as hell, bro. That's what I said, man.
Yeah, but that's part of the
I thought you said small as hell. I got you, though.
I don't care when it was.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yo, Hacker, don't come up here talking that bullshit, man.
I'm just telling you it was. It's not like Sean
But
Porter
you know
was an
what?
active fighter.
You know what, though? When Sean Porter was fighting, I liked Sean Porter, man. I liked him when he was fighting, man. He was a short, busybody motherfucker.
I like him when he fought
Me
Paulie
too. I like how he
killed
can
him.
how he can be
killed
offensive
Paulie.
or defensive and still put a nigga in a corner like it's nothing.
Now, here's a very, 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 very rare occasion where I have a Paulie Malignaggi clip where he may actually be saying something of substance. I haven't watched the clip. I just read the title. I wanted to watch it with y'all to see.
I don't listen to shit Paulie be having to say.
I don't listen to shit Paulie have to say unless I'm kicking his ass.
Me neither.
Anytime Paulie get me mad, I watch Sean Porter whip his ass.
It's Rick
And Sean
Glazer,
almost killed him, man.
and then
That was
it's
diabolical.
Paulie Malignaggi is 2 on my list. So Rick Glazer is 1.
Mhm.
Paulie is right under.
Chris Mannix too. I don't listen to that motherfucker.
Get a day Rick Glazer. Transition. I'm gonna pop a bottle. Drink some Henny.
Do what you want, but I do believe every big name that's signing with Zuffa is selling out. I will say that. That's my opinion. Every big name that's signing with Zuffa is a sellout to the sport, not to themselves. They're doing good. But they're selling out to the sport. And when I say it's selling out to the sport, I don't mean because this business is such a good business. It's not. It's a terrible business. But you're selling out everybody coming behind you. Everybody who's got these dreams and hopes to one day achieve what everybody has achieved before them. You're selling all those people out. You're selling out people who you don't even know who they are. The next generation of talents who I wouldn't say that are 20 years old now because I don't think the changeover is going to happen so quickly. But if these guys get their way, the kids that are 10 years old right now, by the time they get ready to turn pro and become phenoms of the next generation, they're not going to be able to walk in those shoes. And that's my problem. You're selling out those kids. Wow.
Wow.
A broken clock is right 2 times.
Okay,
2 times.
Paulie.
I don't agree with that at all, actually.
Okay, Paulie.
Say it again,
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well,
You know, Paulie,
I don't see
talking that bullshit, but yeah.
I don't see us selling out the
Probably
sport.
get some things right, but overall, but is he? We know what Paulie about. Like we ain't gotta go into the.
I mean,
really
Paulie
know
got his-
you.
That's the thing. Paulie got his issues with boxing and how shit run and operate, but he's not willing to just throw it all the whole legacy of boxing away and try to start some new shit with some niggas that don't know shit about boxing. Like, it just don't. If you're a hardcore fan,
He's not trying
that
to destroy the entire legacy of a multi-century sport.
A hardcore fan, you would absolutely oppose this. If you're a true hardcore fan, you would.
But he's talking about the money aspect, right? Here's the problem: the money aspect, right? Yeah, a bunch of fighters in the future might dream. He is talking about. So if you watch the interview, it's about the money. That's what he's talking about.
That's not what he's talking about.
Yeah,
No, it's
if you
about
watch
the corruption in
interview,
boxing,
that's what
bro.
he was talking about. And so here's the problem with the money aspect, right? Like, yeah, a lot of people aspire to become that big megastar, right? But only 1% make it to that big megastar. What happens to the other 99%?
That's life, nigga. Look at basketball. There's only
but
600
here's the
NBA
thing.
players in the history of the sport.
Here's
Nigga.
the
What you
thing,
talking
though.
about?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Zuffa is giving the lower half more of an opportunity, then that's a bigger cut of the pie than 1%, brother. So what are we talking about? If one or two fighters are like megastars, everybody else is like fight to fight. What are we talking about?
Yeah, all right, nigga. All right, nigga. All right, you gonna move
Let
on.
me say this, right? And this is Rich says the sport don't care for none of these people families. LOL. People say the craziest shit ever. But they feed their families off the sport. I'm gonna say this, and this might be a little too deep for the channel, and we're gonna go take a look at Ryan Garcia threatening to sue Devin and Bill Haney them. You look back in history, and everybody always want to talk about how black people was tricked into doing something. They always was tricked, right? Niggas was always tricked. Oh, they tricked them. They tricked them. They tricked them. I don't think niggas was tricked. I think they championed and gladly handed over a lot of things that was going to destroy their future for right now and money. The same way they're doing it with boxing. The same thing that's happening right now in boxing. It's happened the same exact way. Nobody tricked y'all.
Hold
Y'all
on, 2
sold
cents.
out. And when people
I
are
need you to
telling
repeat that one more time.
Repeat it.
All right, listen.
Not the whole
This is-
thing,
this is too-
but like,
A
basically, I
lot
just
of
wanted to know,
people
like, you was making a
want-
distinction
a
with,
lot
with
of
black
people
people.
want black people to believe that a lot of things and things are the way they are today because they were tricked into doing things and agreeing to things that they didn't really want, and they was tricked. And I'm trying to say that watching this situation happen and unfold, I'm starting to believe nobody tricked you niggas. You niggas championed on and willingly gave up things that were for your own demise because of money and fake
Alright.
promises that didn't make any sense because you didn't do any critical thinking.
Preach.
Because I'm watching it happen. Hold on. I'm watching it happen right now before my very own. We're watching it happen right now. Now, I don't understand how nobody is seeing what's going on. How the sport don't care for none of these people family when the sport is what's been feeding their family this whole time. What are you talking about, Rich? The
I
sport is
see.
not here to care for your family. You're here to provide for your family off of the sport. Do you think Dana White give a fuck about these guys' families? He don't care
Hell no.
either. Do you think Turkey cares about these guys' family? They don't care either. Do y'all think they are paying these guys money to help them feed their families? Or do you think they are paying these guys money because it helps expand their agenda and their goals? What do y'all be talking about? All somebody got to do is come to y'all with some sentimental stuff, and then y'all, oh, they care. Oh, he just want to see the best fight the best. And all they got to do is tell y'all some emotional stuff. And,
Or like when
it's
Bill
like
Clinton
y'all
was playing
get
the
on
saxophone in Harlem.
you feel me? You feel me? So I don't get it. I don't understand. He's telling y'all that yeah, these fighters are making money now, but the cost of it is the legacy of the sport. And y'all are okay with that because a few fighters now are getting a lot of money. That is the simple-minded shit that he's talking about. Because if Dana White and Nick Khan succeed, nobody will be watching boxing anymore. I promise you they won't. It's
But
gonna be a
it's
See,
not,
2
small
cents.
microcosm of
I
people
put my
that watch
tinfoil
boxing.
kufi down.
it's not really
I thought I
about.
had to put
I
my
don't think
tinfoil kufi on for you, but I put it
I
down.
don't.
I agree with what you got.
It's not about the small portion of fighters that are making a lot of money. It's about the large number of fighters that aren't making money or are struggling. So like at the end of the day, like I mean, if it's a business at the end of the day, right? If I see a company that offer me more money, more incentive versus one that doesn't have any cap type of guarantee, why wouldn't I switch at that point? To me, it's like
Hold on, let me stop. Can you name me a business that wants to recruit everybody so they can pay them more money?
You say, can I name you a business
So you
that
name
wants
me
to?
one business they gonna recruit everybody so that they can pay them more money.
Well, I didn't say everybody. I'm saying me as a person, right? As a individual. I see individual contractor, right? Like why was if I have two companies, one company has been there for a long time, but guess what? They don't have no guarantee. It's just contract by contract basis. Nothing else for it, right? And I had this other company that say, hey, we're gonna pay you way more. We're gonna give you all these incentives. Why would I stay with the older company just to be loyal? No,
I see
I'll
what you're
help
saying,
you.
but
But hold on,
Because
let me say this. Hold on,
the sport's not loyal to you
Boxing Hacker.
anyway.
Hold on, because this is the logic I'm speaking of. What's up, Rich? Go ahead.
So you
Yo,
refer
Rich, you
this
ain't
to
got your
me.
frog today, right?
Nah. I'm in a cut. I might be fucked up a little bit, but I just want to say this, right? I said this like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, when it came to the Turkey situation. Like when these guys, I don't know what you speaking on. You looking at another picture of it, but I'm looking at the fact that these niggas out here to get paid, and they probably don't give a fuck who's paying, and we might care for the other fighters, for fighters that's coming up, but they don't care. They don't. They not feeding. They feeding their families. They trying to have their family, the generation of their families eat. You know what I'm saying? So if he got a chance to jump onto it from Shakur to whoever that did, Canelo to Terrence Crawford, whoever that did something with Turkey or something, made hundreds of millions of dollars, go for it, because that's gonna feed their families, and families. So when you
You
sit
can't
back
say
and say
Shakur
that,
though, bro.
Now hold on,
They
that's
probably take
that's
8%
not
is
gonna feed their families. That's not generational wealth. Mr. Greg just explained to y'all what
I understand. Wait,
generational
let me
wealth.
can I finish? Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Who
Go
who
ahead.
who to say that? Who to say that is not going to feed their families? You got people that's all that making millions and leave their families behind millions, and somebody else in their family, their grandkids do something big with the millions and turn it to 100 more millions. So it lead them with something. So when people say shit like that, I don't understand it.
Of
I'm not
course you don't,
saying
because you don't understand
I don't
financial. You're
I
not
don't
financially
understand it,
literate.
because
That's
if
why
you
you don't
got enough
understand
money,
it.
if you could
Because
do a
that's not
lot,
how it works.
you could do a lot with the certain amount of money that they got, and not just off of that money. You could do a lot. You
Not
could make
Shakur
more
though,
money
bro,
off
because
of
Jay
it.
Prince
That's
Their
take
what
like
broke people
8%,
grandkids
think.
make
man.
That's how
more
broke
money
people
off of
think.
it. It's better than a couple thousands of dollars. That's what I'm saying to you.
Yo, but Rich, you
Okay.
can't say
All right. Let me
Shakur
Yeah,
though.
say. Let
that's
me
what I'm
say this
saying.
real quick. Let me say this real quick. Because listen, I'm not telling nobody not to take no money. We're just telling you what it is. Nobody's telling them they shouldn't. Because I remember at a point in time, it was a Negro league and a whole nother baseball league. Then niggas had their own basketball league, and then it was the NBA, right? They had their own. They had their own. And then what did they do? They integrated it. And then what happened? Now everybody want to complain about, oh, black people, they don't own no NBA teams. No black people own no NBA teams. So when all these people go over to Zuffa and y'all back crying about how they doing and treating the black fighters, I don't want to hear it.
And can I say
That's
something
all I'm
too?
saying.
Yeah, I get you two saying. Can I just
Nah,
speak
I
to
see. I see what you're saying.
But
Two
what makes the
cents.
current system so
Hey,
good,
2
though?
cents. I see exactly what
Hold
you're
on,
saying.
let Drew cook. I want to hear her
Hey,
perspective.
LeBron is about to buy the
Hold on, let Drew cook.
Supersonics.
Hold on, let Drew cook. Hold on,
I ain't
let
there.
Drew cook.
I just want to get something. I agree with like what Susan's saying. So I think what people, and this is why like I think I love like teaching people about the history of the sport. And what Susan is saying is so true is because like people don't understand the history and with the mind and back in time, like you wind back in time of why folks lost so much. It's because you had people with the mindset of like the riches and the hackers, right? And that's why everyone is not fit to lead. I'm sorry, they're just not, because they can't see the big picture and they can't see the long haul. So this is the thing. Now in boxing, more than any other time throughout boxing history, the fighters have the most say and power than they ever had before, right? Which they should, because they're the only ones putting forth the risk, right? And they get to build their names, make money, right? And you can build a fan base. Like you have the opportunity. Everybody has the opportunity to build a fan base. Some people don't want to do that. They want the promoter to do whatever and just like let their wealth or income based, like let it be based solely off of a promoter. But they've had the opportunity now to get like more rights than ever. You have the Ali Act in place. You can, if you have a fan base, guess what? No one particular person can starve you or have to feed you. Like once you rely on one person to feed you, that person can starve you. That's the thing.
Yep.
So you have people like, now I will say that, yes, does everybody make as much money as Tank or Canelo? No. But fighters per capita are still making way more money than they used to back in the day. People are like, oh, everybody's not a millionaire. Some fighters are struggling. Yes, some are, but they're still better. Like the average fighter now still is making way more than what they would have made back in the day before you had the Ali Act in place.
And why do y'all think fighters not gonna struggle with Zuffa?
Hey,
Hold on.
They definitely gonna struggle with
Hold
Zuffa
on.
because Zuffa
Let you
controlling
finish.
everything.
Let you finish. Go ahead, Drew.
I was just gonna say, right. So that's what we got right now, right? And what they want now is the good old days where one person controlled everything, and now you're reliant on that person, right? So I'm gonna give you a big amount up front, And then, but once I got the monopoly, what incentive is there to give you a big amount up front? Right now I do, because I have to compete with the people who can actually sell now. I have to try to like overpay certain fighters to compete with like the Tank Davises and the Canelos and people who can actually draw money in. But if I take that factor out, if I take out the fans, the factor of the fans, then I control. Now you're relying on me to feed you, so now I can starve you. And that's what happened back in the day. That's why you allowed to have the Black Murderers Row. That's why you allowed to like starve people out. That's why our fighters had to like could make anything. That's why you didn't have heavyweight champions and stuff like that until Jack Johnson. Like you had all these different issues that came about, and it kind of reminds me like back in the day. Like think about it. Like that's like imagine you have a farm, like you own farm, and then somebody says, "Okay, no, I know you own your own farm, but come work for me. Sell the farm off. Come work for me, and I'm gonna give you this big amount of money." You're like, "Oh, I can feed my family, yeah, but." What if that person cuts you off? What if something changes? Now you gave up the farm. Now you don't have that generational wealth. That's generational wealth, the farm. Not you getting a big paycheck to abandon the farm. That's the thing. You have the ability to grow your presence within fans because you're better off getting collective money than money from one person. Because now you are at the behest of the whims and feelings and budget of that one person versus if you gain thousands of fans. You're sustainable, right? And that's the thing. So it is, and so people are like, "Well, I don't see a problem." That's because they don't know the history. They don't understand that we've been here before, and you're literally going backwards. You're literally giving up rights, and so you have grown black men, which is terrifying, advocating like, "Yeah, let's just give up our everything. Let's give it up and just go to this one person, and let's all be at the behest of him." That's like grown men saying, "Yeah, forget my individual ability to feed my family based off of thousands of millions of people. Let me put it all in the hands of one entity. Put it in the hands of one entity." I'm sorry. I would not let anybody like that lead me because you're gonna put us, you're gonna lead us astray, and that's what has happened historically, and that's how you had Black Murderers Row. That's why you had so many amazing black talent poor and destitute when they retire, and it's gonna happen again because you got folks advocating for it.
Well, Black Murderers Row was like in the early 1900s, y'all.
Let me respond back real quick.
Let me
get one mic.
Hold on. Let me respond back.
Let me say this. It's like when I finally realized what Jackie Robinson really did. It's when I finally realized, is that what was happening? And they paint this, and they put this person in front of you as a hero?
What do you mean?
Exactly, boxing hacker. What do I mean?
What you referring to?
He don't know. Tells us everything.
I guess
go
so.
ahead, Rich. Let me
Rich respond.
Go ahead, Rich.
Like I said, I understand all the stuff that the ifs that Jupe saying that could happen with these fighters that sign over to Zuffa, because we ain't seen nothing that contribute to what she said. All we know about is that they signed over. All you saying is something that they signed over to a nigga that fucked around a bunch of people, which they try to say that Eddie Hearn did. They try to say Bob Erm did. They try to say people try to say that Al Heyman did, but we all can see that.
But he's proven.
Wait. Let me finish.
He got hundreds of millions of dollars worth of money.
I can't finish.
No, let me say this. Hold on.
Hold on. I can't finish.
Hold on, Rich. I'm gonna let you finish, Rich. I'm going to let you finish. This is my platform. Because you saying as if this is something speculative and we're talking about. It's not if. He's done it. He's sued. He's had repercussions for lowballing, doing all this crazy shit with UFC and the fighters. So it's not we tried to say it's not speculative. It's proven.
Okay. Can I say this though? Right?
No.
Let me finish what I was saying, please. Wait, because I just messed up, but it's all what people saying about these people. And then if you say Dana did that, I done did some crazy stuff to people when I was younger. That same stuff I wouldn't do now. So, and that's probably everybody on this panel that did some shit to somebody or did something in this life that they probably wouldn't do now.
Do nothing.
So you probably didn't. Well, y'all probably didn't do it. I don't know. Y'all, yeah. But what I'm just saying though, like you can't sit back and judge a person from what they did with some other fighters. They probably learned from them other fighters, and then
Rich, you ever read a book called Animal Farm?
No,
I read that book, Orson Welles. I read that book.
I ain't no Rich.
So Animal Farm, basically. I just want to say one thing, right? So basically, absolute power corrupts Absolutely, right? So, like
But
Jupe
let me
said, you're
finish.
putting
Let
the
me finish.
power in one entity's hand. What do you think is going to happen? Take a
So
wild
I mean,
guess.
Listen,
that's the
listen,
same thing.
listen,
That's the same thing
listen.
that
Let me
happens
finish.
today,
Let me
though.
finish. Let me
What's so
finish what
different
I'm
All
about
right,
saying.
that
y'all.
than
We got
today?
hold on. We got one more minute, and then we're gonna have to finish this on 2 Cents After Dark because this is a
All
great
right, all right.
conversation. But
I
go
just
ahead,
want,
Rich.
I just want to say this, right? What happened to Zuffa 20 years, 30 years from now? All I'm saying to you is this: that the people that signing over to him and they collecting their checks as of right now, or whatever they getting, if they getting guaranteed amount of money right now, they doing that for their family, and that's all I'm saying. Same, or anybody who signed to fight the turkey, like Crawford left out. They say he got 50 million. They say he got 7 million. They say he got 20 million. Y'all try to say he got 10 million for the Canelo fight or whatever the
He
case
said
may
he
be.
got 10 million.
But
Rich,
I know,
stop doing
I
that.
know, and y'all went along with it and all that stuff. At the end of the
Nigga, he
day,
said it. How are we going
okay, that's
along
what I'm
with
saying.
what he?
I'm
No,
saying
no, no.
y'all.
Let me mute you. Let me mute you. You're not gonna do that, Rich. You're not gonna do that. He said he got 10 million, and we went along with it. I don't even know what that means. That's what he said.
Okay. But at the end of the day, that he got that money, got out the game, whatever the case may be. Now he got money for his kids. And when I looked up the definition of generational wealth, y'all knew that's what these guys doing it for, man. And that's what that's gonna help out their kids and after their kids and all that type of shit. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Y'all keep going
Shout
though.
out to everybody that joined me today. Shout out to Rich. Shout out Big Supreme. Shout out Band Up. Shout out Jupe. Shout out Boxing Hacker. And it don't matter how many times you explain what generational wealth is, they still tend to think getting a lump sum of money is generational wealth. It is not. You have to build something for generational wealth. Like I don't anyway, listen, y'all join me Tuesday night, 9:30 for 2 Cents After Dark. We're gonna pick up on this topic because Rich and Boxing Hacker, they were perfect examples of exactly what I was talking about. They literally was perfect examples of what I was talking about. You telling me you don't know what's up with Jackie Robinson? But this is a conversation that I think needs to be had. We've seen this play ran before. Showtime tried to do it, right? But we're gonna talk about it. Join me again Tuesday night, 2 Cents After Dark, 9:30 p.m. I need everybody to come back. Please punch the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. If you enjoyed today's show, be sure to support the channel. I hope I gave a good show. I ain't get a super chat, a cash app, nothing. But I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. We talked about a lot of things, reviewed a lot of fights, talked about the fight this weekend. If you're just pulling up in the building, make sure you go back and hit the replay. Rich, why you ain't got no wrench? You on a different page? I don't know why you ain't got no wrench on your page. Supreme say he wearing his Pan-African Fela Kuti on Tuesday. It's gonna be conscious night. Join me Tuesday night, 2 Cents After Dark, conscious night. That's what's gonna be going down. We need to talk about some real stuff for real. Because this is just a microcosm, right? And I didn't really know I would strike a nerve like that when I said that. But it just popped in my head like this is what happened. Like it was happening. Like nobody come and trick y'all. Like y'all was just outcunned. Turkey didn't come in here and was just so smart and he just stole it from under your nose. No, people see money and just willing to do and give up anything. Just for money, willing to see, do, and give up anything. And this is why us as a people will never have anything. Black unity is a false god. Because all somebody got to come do is buy it. That's all they got to come do is buy it. That's it. All it's money. And then everybody gonna say it's okay because they doing it for their family. But we're gonna talk about that. Come back Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. for 2 Cents After Dark. Shout out to everybody supporting the channel. Shout out to Zoop. Shout out to Jupe with the $5 in the super chat. She says, Zuffa already starting the BS by slighting the WBC by saying the world championship on the line. This why working with them will always cost folks. Shout out to Jupe. And you know what I thought about when I seen that Jupe? I meant to bring that up, but we didn't even get to talk about it. I was like, I hope Ryan don't get stripped because they playing these games. I hope Ryan don't get stripped because they playing these games. Shout out to Lee Jackson in the building with the $5 in the super chat. He says showing support. Shout out to Lee Jackson. Shout out to Lee Jackson. But interesting conversation today. I'm staying on Virgil neck. I'm staying on Oscar neck. I'm not about to let you slide with the BS because it was just too egregious and y'all just took it too far. Rick Tim say facts. We're too mentally fragmented as a whole. Plus, we're geographically separated and unwillingly to unite you fully. Man, it ain't no unite fully. They just gonna sell you out, bro, for money for their family. There is no us as a people. It's your family. That's what everybody on this panel just came up here and told me. Forget everything. It's about my family. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, cussing you out, kicking you off the panel, timing you out the chat, muting you when you're trying to talk, leaving you in the background, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.